Hello you guys, what's up? I am GojiFan98 and welcome back for another new video for today once again. Today I am continuing on for the next episode of GojiFan98's Tremors-A-Thon. Today, I will be taking a look at the very first TV series ever being made and premiered in 2003 for the first TV show for a Tremors franchise with Tremors The Series from 2003, or just generally as Tremors. Alright, let's talk about a little bit of history about it. This TV show here is a follow after the events from the third movie, and long before this TV show came to be, during in the 90s, they were supposed to be going to be the feature Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward meant to come back reprise their role as Val and Earl. In the original plans for the 90s version of Tremors the Series had a different name idea, but it was never being made, and it was end up being cancelled. Like temporarily put it in the shelf and then later revive it, would end up become Tremors the Series in 2003. I remember I first saw it when it came on Sci-Fi when I was a very little kid. When back then, Sci-Fi used to play in the old movies, like the old Godzilla films back then. Even my personal favorite was Roger Corman's movie he produced it, was Dino Croc. I really miss that old days before all that changed. And we also got the returning cast from the previous film that we know was Michael Gross returned reprising his role as Bert Gummer. Only showed up all 11 episodes, and he was completely absent in the last 2 episodes because Michael Gross himself was working on Tremors 4 at the same time, so he had his character the last 2 episode appearance that Bert only mentioned in 2 episodes last remaining. And we introducing our new character was Tyler Reed, played by Victor Brown, as he was a replacement of Jack Sawyer as Jack. He was originally supposed to be going to come back in this show, but the actor who portrays Jack was unable to do it while he's on other projects at the same time. So Jack was only leaving absent as he sold his business to Tyler Reed. The history about Tyler revealing that he used to be a race car driver in NASCAR. Really nice history what Tyler tells about what he used to be. He used to be a race car driver. And here's a little bit more thing. We also got a returning characters from the previous film, but not played by the same actresses. Jodie returns, played by a different actress this time. And Nancy returns, and she was played by the actress who portrays Diane from Honey I Shrunk the Kids movie. And as a sequel, the followed up. But there's also tales about why would the other 2 actresses didn't come back because they were unable to do it. So they only end up recasting the character that we know. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you decide to recast the character that we know and not bring back the actresses? And also a little fact, Fred Ward almost got making a return appearance in this TV show in 2003 version of Tremors the Series, but he didn't make an appearance as he was an appearance on 10.5 TV miniseries as well. But it was never going to chance to see Fred Ward return as Earl again. But that was the last attention trying to get him back, but nothing prevailed. I wish I could talk about all 13 episodes of Tremors the Series, but I'm going to have to talk about some characters, some production history, including supposed to be would have been 10 for another episode before the show was canceled. So we'll have to talk about the character. We also had another character, a new character named Rosalita. The character she was claimed to be, she was a niece of Miguel, but the TV show was supposed to be going to feature to give her her true origin, but why would she come professional Nevada if the show would have been canceled? That she's not related to Miguel at all. It was actually a lie. It's because she was trying to get away from her bad experience when she used to be in a model, Vegas showgirl in Las Vegas because of all the bad things that happened to her. It was just something that she'll never forget. I respect Rosalita. I understand that. I like Rosalita. She was a great character in the show. And AB only appears in 1 episode, and in the episode called Blast from the Past, where, if you guys remember, back in the 3rd movie, when Nancy and Mindy caught the AB alive when he was in a food coma after he ate the food in the store, Nancy and Mindy sold that AB into two guys named Sigmund and Ray, and later they named that AB to Messerschmitt. And there's one other fun fact. If you watch that episode closely, they mentioned one of our favorite Toho monsters of all time made a mention. Rodan. They mentioned Rodan in this show. I was like, okay, why would you guys mention that fan's favorite Toho monster of all time? And we also got El Blanco as as an endangered species list where nobody cannot touch him. Because if you touch the Graboid, you're going to get sued by a lot of money by the governing agent, like W.D.E. Twitchell, who I recognize the actor who portrays him, that he was played by Dean Norris. He was a really great, hilarious guy. This guy only showed up all 10 episodes, but absent in 3 episodes. I like Twitchell. He was really hilarious. Especially, I love his screaming when the monster is coming right at him. Especially, he always wearing a suit all the time when he comes to profession, and he always complaining he was hot. I was like, you should not wear your suit and tie while you're in the desert. And I like everything about it, including there's some different idea about the Mixmaster, a different DNA mixed with a plant and animal, where the humans are completely immune to it. So yeah, I like all 10 episodes of Tremors the series, except for 3 episodes I did not enjoy it. They were my least favorite. And when the Sci-Fi came into this show, they changed the episode in ordering. Like, Shrieking the Destroyer was supposed to be episode 2, but when Sci-Fi didn't like that episode, they decided to use that as the final episode. And then let the end where Burt Gummerly, the baseball player, against Shriekers. To me, and everyone wonder, how did the Sci-Fi didn't like that show? Well, there were many different intents for a follow-up episode that was supposed to be meant to happen before the show was canceled due to Sci-Fi didn't like the show. But yeah, I kind of wish they should have done that. You know, keep going and make more for get more fans' attention. So yeah. And yeah, I really enjoyed Tremors the series, and it was a really good TV show. Everything was all great. And yeah. And it does have feature Christopher Lloyd, who is best known Doc Brown from the trilogy of the Back to the Future trilogy, as he plays Dr. Clevis Puffenberger, which he only shows up in 3rd episode. He was known how dangerous about Mixmaster is. Including my personal favorite was a Ghost Dance episode where Rosalita thought there was a ghost in the mine, but turns out it was a genetic engineering bacteria was designed to take the moisture off of the food rather than using the refrigerating, but it ended up becoming deadly. But it could suck people when it sucks the water out of them. It reminds me of the way what happened to the crew of Yahata Maru in the Return Godzilla when they got attacked by Shakiras. It kind of reminds me of that, but that was just totally different. So yeah. And there was supposed to be going to be a revival of the TV show. It was supposed to be meant to happen in 2016. Was Kevin Bacon was coming back to replace his role as Val, but the show ended up got canceled in the last minute. And to me, I was disappointed. I was like, oh, come on. What is wrong with you people? So anyway, that's all I can say for Tremors the series. And yeah, thankfully, in this DVD here, they put all the episodes the way it should have been. Like, Shriek and Destroy was on episode 2 instead. Well, the rest of the episode is exactly the way it should be. So, I gave my own rating for Tremors the series. 5 out of 5 for the best TV show ever made. So, yeah, I like Tyler Reed, Rosalita. They were best character I ever enjoyed. But if you want to learn more about information about Tremors the series, I put a description below to check out on Tremors Wikipedia and a trivia for Tremors the series so you guys want to know about. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will always stay with you fans and Tremors fan. And also, if you all have time, please check out my TeePublic shop right after the video. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye!